Explain the client you're working for, what you're doing for the client.
The client that we are working for is Nevada Marble Restoration. They're a new young company in southern Nevada that does natural stone and tile flooring, focusing on repair, restoration, but also doing new installation.
Well, I can see you definitely got your elevator speech down, and you were very eloquent explaining what they are. What kind of a client are they, and what kind of an experience are you having as a student working with this client?
The client, the client demographic themselves, they're younger, they're mid to late 30s. They have a lot of experience as a journeyman. He's newer as a business owner. He's has his license for 1 year, or his contractor's license, and his business has been running for about a year. So they're a newer business. Very experienced in his field.
You like the client?
I like the client. They're very easy to talk to. They are very interested in the project and what we're doing for them. So they've never said no to anything. All the questions that we've asked, emails back and forth, they've been very forthcoming and patient with the process.
So what are you doing for them?
Product-wise, you mean? What are we doing?
What are you doing for them? What do you hope to do for them?
What we hope to do for them, our goal for our client is to increase their business, the foundation of their business that will get them more business. We don't just want to get them one new customer or a few new customers. Our design products, we've decided our goal for our design product is to get them a foundation of clients that will bring them new business, multiple new clients, and a referral process that again will get them multiple new clients with a stronger foundation.
And so who came up with that, what you want to do for them?
You mean the team? Or?
Yeah. I mean, were you just given that assignment to do that? Or did you decide to do that? I mean,
No,
why are you doing that?
That wasn't part of the assignment. We decided how could we best serve the client. And instead of just designing a product that would get, that we weren't sure, we would hope that what the results would be. You know, we would hope people would see an ad and get them more business. We wanted to do something that would be what we believe will be the best return on investment of time and money.
Why is that? What's your motivation? What's your incentive?
Seeing the client succeed. That's my motivation.
Was that from that beginning, or as you working with the client? What changed about your perspective of this experience?
Well, in the very, very beginning, I mean, it was part of the assignment. The more we got into doing the assignment and meeting with the client and understanding the scope of the project, then our desire grew to service the client. It just comes with more understanding. In the beginning, you have a small bit of understanding about the project, and the more information you get, your understanding grows. We didn't start off on day one with all the understanding of what we wanted to accomplish and how we wanted to do that. That has grown gradually. Just this morning, here it is, our last few hours before our situational analysis is due, and we came up with a whole new idea and resources this morning that we all got very excited about. So we won't be able to fit this all in our situational analysis today when our assignment is due, but we're not dropping it. We're going to continue doing the research and continue with this avenue of resources and ideas that we came up with. It's going to help us with our creative brief and with our products, and help us to communicate to the designers to bring those products to fruition.
Well, now you have some life experience and some work experience that other members of your team don't.
Right.
I mean, it's always nice to have on a team a senior member, one who has more perspective than high school or a few years of employment or career under their belt. So how has your experience, your personal experience in your life and in your employment, even though you're coming into a new area, you're learning about graphic design and that, how did all that help you in working with this client?
The client saw that the first time we met with the client, I think they were a little surprised to see somebody of my age within the team. I really do. And after chatting with them a while, I think it put them at ease. Not like in a mom way, but in a just here's somebody who kind of gets where we're coming from, who has an understanding of literally working hard and having to pay the bills and not having enough hours in the day, and that your livelihood really is at stake. Not a grade on a paper, not that that's less important, but the grade on the paper doesn't necessarily put food on the table.
Would you say they have more confidence in you when they realize you've got a heavy dose of sense of reality?
I think maybe they have a little more confidence, but my entire team, I have an amazing team, and we're all helping each other out and making each other look good. I mean, I'm just very excited. We just have a fantastic team. We're working well together, and
It could be the luck of the draw as to how the team was organized. Did you choose your team?
no, did not choose.
You were
a
just
team.
assigned your team.
Yes.
It could be just the luck of the draw, but it could have been something that has developed as you've gone along.
I think part of it was the luck of the draw, but they're all very talented, well-spoken, motivated individuals who want to do the work. So, and they are excited, along with that motivation. Their motivation comes from wanting to see this client succeed as well, not just get a good grade on their project.
What growth or progress or progression have you seen in your team or yourself throughout this process?
There's two things. The first thing is, as we've gone on, the team members are, excuse me, more and more willing to speak up and disagree and counter with a better idea. So that's very exciting to see that they're willing to do that. Another thing that I hope that they see is that I've not always been this way. You know, they've made several comments that they think that I am well-spoken and can do this because I've always been this way, and it's been just the opposite. And so my hope for them is that they will gain some confidence from this experience.
Learning from each other.
Exactly.
Any summary statement you want to make? Anything additional you want to add to the experience you've had?
It's funny, this morning we chatted about what the experience was like today as opposed to the beginning when we started our team project. And we still will be continuing on with the project. We're just at partially there. We keep learning every step we go. So part of it, we'd like to go back and do things over again, not out of regret, but just out of the fact that, oh, we've learned some things. Boy, we wish we could go back and redo this because we'd like to apply those things. We don't always get that opportunity, so we need to apply those things to what we're doing in the future.
That's a take. Thank you so much. I thought you had some substantial things to say, but I had no idea that they would be that substantial. I really appreciate what you have to say here. I think it's worth gold.
Oh, well, hopefully it's of help to you. I feel
it will be. I mean, for students to see this on the front end, I think it can seriously help them in their motivation perspective of what the vision that I see. The reason I wanted to do this is because I kind of think that you are experienced in getting what I'm trying to hope that I'm trying to have students experience and get.
Oh, I know that I am.
Yeah.
I see
So-
the big picture of what you're trying to present. I do. For the most part. And then there's a lot I'm picking up more along the way, but I'm seeing how to apply. That's the main thing. I'm seeing the big picture, but I'm also really getting how to apply a lot of these things that we're learning in class, and that's what's really exciting to me. And I feel it's such a shame that they don't see that.
If
And
a
this
student
is-
misses that, they've missed a lot of their education, haven't they? Yeah.
This is my analogy, is some of them are looking at it through a telescope with a very narrow lens, and some have a little bit bigger picture, you know, and then some are looking at it with a picture out the picture window.
I guess that's going to be my job as a teacher to help them see that. And this will help me do that.
But a lot of that, Professor Canet, is their desire, and you
There's
can,
some intrinsic things there. However,
and their nature.
yes. However, that's the purpose of education, is to change nature, change motivation.
I disagree.
Okay, that's good.
You can't change your nature, but you can change how you. I can't think of the word when something comes
Your
out.
habits, your
Um,
culture.
Your. That's not the word, but you can change what you show to other people, and you can change what you do with it. It's like somebody who has an anger problem. You can't tell them not to get angry. You can't tell them, you're going to learn how not to get angry.
But you don't think they can learn not to be angry through therapy or training or education,
No.
life experience?
No, there's still that nature, that gut second, half a second, millisecond, whatever it is, they're going to feel anger, and then they're going to know what to do to channel that.
Be an interesting philosophical question to
Yes, it
pursue.
will. We could go on.
But
I feel pretty strongly about that one. Unfortunately,